In this lecture, we will introduce some basic manipulation methods of Pandas data frame. So after you have created the data frame, you can assign label names to the index and the columns. So for example, this is a dictionary with 3 key value pairs, and we create a data frame called frame pd.dataframe, then input this library, input this dictionary. Then the frame will be a data frame with 3 variables called color, object, price, and for each variable there are 5 values with 5 rows. Then next we can create a name for the index called id, use frame.index.name, and can also create a name for the variables, use frame.columns.name called item. Then next, if you print out this data frame, then at the corner, up left corner, we'll have 2 names called id and items for index and for the row, for the columns. And how to add a new column for the data frame? You can do this by simply assigning a value to the instance of the data frame and specify a new column name. For example, we will add a new column called new to the data frame. Then we just write frame bracket, and inside the bracket, parentheses, quotes, then new. Then assign value to this new column. Then all the rows of this column will have value 12. Alternatively, we can add with a list an array to this new column. So this 5 value will be assigned to this new column. And the columns of a data frame can also be created by assigning a series to one of them. So first we create a series with 5 value from 0 to 4. Then we use the same notation, frame bracket new, and the right side we just put this series. And if you want to change a single value of the data frame, you simply select the item and give it the new value. For example, we can change the third value of the price column to 3.3. Just write double bracket price first, then bracket 2, and the value, the right side is 3.3. And how to check the membership of a value? You have already seen in the previous lectures that the isIn function applied to the series to determine the membership of a set of values. And this feature is also applicable to data frame objects as well. For example, we can check if the values in this data frame is equal to these 2 values. So we can write frame.isIn. In the parentheses, we write a bracket for these 2 values. So for the string number, we have to write quotes. You get a data, then the result will be a Boolean value with the same dimension of this data frame. So where the true indicates values that meet the membership, and if you pass the value returned as a condition, then you will get a new data frame containing only the values that satisfy the condition. So for example, if we put this statement inside the brackets of the data frame, then we will get a data frame with the same dimension of this data frame. But if the element in the data frame meets the condition, then the value will be shown. If it is not, then it will show the value of nan, not a number. And how to delete a column of a data frame? So if you want to delete an entire column and all its contents, use the del command. So here we can write del space frame brackets new, then this column of data frame will be removed. And how to filter values of data frame. You can apply filtering through the application of certain conditions. For example, say you want to get all values smaller than 1.2. Elements not matching the condition will be replaced with NaN. So we create a data frame with this dictionary. First, data frame called frame2. The next, we can filter out the value. Write the brackets. Inside the brackets, we write frame2 less than 1.2 is a condition. So this bracket condition after frame2. Then the result will be a data frame with the same dimension of frame2, but the value will be only true for this condition, and if not true for this condition, we'll show NaN. And we can see the data frame from nested dictionary. The very common data structure used in Python is a nested dictionary. So this is nested dictionary. Inside the dictionary, first is the main key, 3 key called red, white, blue. Then for each key, the value is also a dictionary. For each key for the white, also a dictionary. So next we can create data frame. Just put this nested dictionary inside the parentheses. So this data structure, when it is passed directly as an argument to the data frame constructor, will be interpreted by pandas to treat external keys as column names and internal keys as labels for the index. So this is external key, red, white, blue, will be the columns of the resulting data frame, and internal key like this, 2012, 2013, 2011, will be the index of the data frame. And it is possible that not all fields will find a successful match, so pandas compensates for this inconsistency by adding the NaN. So for example, in the red, the value only 2012 and 2013, but white blue has 2011. So the value NaN will be filled if inconsistency happens. And the transposition of a data frame, you can get the transposition of the data frame by adding the T attribute to its application. So frame 3 is a data frame with 4 rows and 4 columns. Then we can write frame3.t, capitalize the T. Then it will be a data frame where the index and columns have been interchanged. We will show all these statements in Anaconda Spider now. We see the file called section 11 introducing pandas library.py, and links to these files will be found in the description of this video. Then we move to lecture 5, basic manipulation of pandas data frame. So assigning label names to index and column. First, import module of pandas and numpy. Then we create data frame. Then we assign two names to index and column. We show this data frame and see the name here, item for this for the column, and ID for the index. ID is for the index, item for the column. Add a new column. So we can add a new column called new. Then show frame again. This new column, new, all the values equal to 12. Okay, alternatively, add with different values. for this. We show again new column, this column called new, different values. Also, we can add a new column with series. We create a series first, 5 value, then create this new column with series, the new column called 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can change one value, the price, set value of price to 3.3. This warning because in pandas and NumPy it's not expected to change value, but we change here. So it's a warning. Warning. This is a copy of a slice, but we show frame. The value has been changed. Check the membership of a value. Frame.isIn these 2 values. So true, these 3 values true, all others are false, and we can use this condition to make a dictionary. So only 3 values get out, but all others are not a number. Deleting a column, we can delete this new column, then show again. So column deleted. Can filtering first to create a data frame. Then we can filter out if the value is less than 1.2. So this is only true value. All other not true, not matching the condition will have value NaN. And then we can create data frame as nested from nested dictionary. So you can see here not a number because for the red, the value of red is dictionary but has no key of 2011. So here will be not a number. The transposition of a data frame, we first create a data frame called frame 3, then transpose this data frame, transposed. So the columns interchanged as rows.